I don't dispute that, James. You know what it is? What it is there, I'm not forcing nothing upon you because we've already been told there's no compulsion in religion. There's no compulsion in religion. Because Allah mentions it, it makes mention, Allah says here in the Quran, yeah? I'll give you the English rendition. There's no compulsion in religion, but the right way is distinct from the wrong way. As for him who worships God, who doesn't worship any type of false God, they have grasped the firmest handle that never breaks. So I'm not here to force anything on you. We're having a discussion. Because because I know the foundation of atheism is that the reality is seeing is believing. Seeing something is believing. That's why I said to you, you can't actually disprove that God exists. So I'm coming with the angle that every created thing has a creator. That's why I gave you the example of the jigsaw puzzle. We won't accept here that a jigsaw puzzle came together by itself, because that's ludicrous. You'll be thinking I'm a madman. But what atheists are in actual fact, whether they accept it or not, they actually want us to believe, right, that things came about randomly, without any thought process. Let's look at this leaflet. This leaflet. The person that put this leaflet together, they decided on the dimensions. Did they not? They decided they're going to put a cross between ISIS. They decided that font is going to be red, that font is going to be black. They made a decision. It never just came together. So how do you not, from this, believe it's a very, very difficult concept to accept here, that the heavens and universe, with all the perfections within it, came about randomly. There's not a thought process. How are we to accept that? So there's no kind of thought process, no intelligence gone into the creation of the heavens and the universe. And Allah, in the Quran, has made it plain that He created us. He's told us plainly that He created us. Because if we were to ask 1,000 people, why are you here? We might actually get 1,000 different answers. Whereas Allah has told us in the Quran clearly, I have not created the jinn, which is on one creation, and mankind except to worship me. This is what He says. Do you understand? And when we look at who God is, God has attributes of perfection. God has attributes of perfection. With us, we are limited. We are limited. So there's certain things we will not understand. We may never understand. Do you understand? We may never understand. But we are worshipping a God who has attributes of perfection. God has said, James, that He has sent messengers to the whole of mankind proclaiming, worship God and do not worship false deities. Do you understand? Do not worship false deities. False idols. Yeah. False idols. Because the fact that I am existing, my logic is telling me I've been created. So who do you think created you?
Evolution.
How? So, okay. How did evolution create? What is evolution?
Evolution.
What I want you to ask me, yeah? Because remember my question, what is evolution? I asked you, who created you? You said evolution. And I asked you, what is evolution? And I want you to tell me as well, right? Does evolution have intelligence? Does evolution have intelligence? Like we said, every created thing, there was some intelligence that went behind its creation. So tell me, does evolution have intelligence? And what is evolution? Because you need to be following something here upon certainty. So what is evolution and does it have intelligence?
But there's no certainty. That's my point. There's no certainty, but in the same respect that there's no certainty in any religion, because like I said, not every religion can be true. Not every case of events could have happened.
But what I said to you, I agree with that.
So somebody's got to be wrong somewhere.
No, but I'm right. So I can get to the religious side for you. But the point is, you disbelieve that God exists. So it's not worth me discussing. We can go into a discussion about other religions. Or we can go into a discussion about the fact that the Jewish book and the Christian book today are not the original books. We can go into that. But that's not the issue for you, James. What we need to do for you is establish the belief in God. Because that's the foundation. Because the whole reason why I've got a beard, the whole reason why I'm dressing like this, the whole reason why women cover up, the whole reason why we fast, is because we believe that none has the right to worship except Allah. But you don't believe that. So it's not worth me going into other religion. So that's why I've asked you, the belief that you have, yeah, Where is it coming from? Evolution, yeah? This is what you said.
Can I ask you a question though? Do you believe personally, honest answer, people who don't worship in a god or believe in a god, do you believe that them people are bad people?
Right, that's an excellent question. That's an excellent question. I'm gonna have to just raise my voice a bit. Do I believe they're bad people? Do I believe they're bad people?
Or do you believe the sinners?
Do you know, I love your question, you know? I love your question. This is why...
This is what it's all about.
No, this is beautiful, this is beautiful. See, this is why what we do not do as Muslims is put our interpretation of what's right and wrong. We have a criterion. We have a criterion. One of the names of the Quran, Allah has called it the Furqan. The Furqan, meaning the criterion. As you know, the criterion is something which judges right or wrong. Me and you can decide from our knowledge what's right or wrong. We can decide, perhaps, if you take something away from someone and that person cries, perhaps you've done something wrong. Isn't it? We can come to this kind of conclusion. So we can have a kind of general understanding of what might be wrong or wrong, like killing someone. However, when it comes to the ultimate right or wrong, we don't know. For example, interest. Interest. Let me give you an example of interest, yeah? There's many people that might consider interest to be correct. We believe interest is wrong. Allah says He has waged war with interest. And if me and you, James, was to study today how interest has caused harm to many people and nations, we will see the harm in interest. There's many people that consider the drinking of alcohol to be correct. Islam forbids the drinking of alcohol because of the amount of harms and intoxicants. So I can go on and on and on and on.
So that's what I'm saying, see?
Let me finish though, because you asked me about the right and wrong. So for me, my criterion is based and it's coming from one who is perfect.
Absolutely.
So I'm coming from one, and my criterion comes from one who is perfect. Do you understand?
And that's your belief, which you're entitled to. But at the same time, other people who don't believe in that are entitled to not believe in that.
But you asked me the original question. The original question you asked me, yeah. If people do not follow religion, yeah, do I believe that they're wrong? Look at this, yeah. I've given you examples of how people use their own understanding of what's right and wrong. People give their own understanding. But with us, if I was to give my own understanding, yeah, if 1,000 or 1,000,000 people was to give their own understanding, what will we go by? How would we come to the conclusion that this is the correct way? How would we come to that conclusion? But I'll answer it for you, James. I'll answer it for you. The reality is, right, James, the reality is, yeah, Salam alaikum. My brother just accepted Islam today. MashaAllah. James, the reality is, right, James, this is an actual issue as Muslims that we have discussed. If you ask 1,000 people what is right and wrong, you might get 1,000 different answers. So how do we come to the conclusion that I think this is the way? That person, no, I think that is the way. I think people should drink alcohol whenever they please. I think drunkenness is fine. I think drunkenness is not fine. I believe people should have intoxicants. I believe drugs should be allowed. I believe that people should have a free will.
There's one thing I want to clarify to you. Sorry, I had to cut you. One thing that you mentioned about, as a Muslim, do we believe that those who worship other gods are bad people? Is that right?
Or not, or no.
Yeah, well, you have to understand, look, as a Muslim, doesn't mean someone doesn't worship God, he's evil completely. But what we say, logically speaking, if your parents take care of you, look after you, when you grow up, you start making money, you go to the next door neighbor, and you say, thank you for looking after me. Can I call you a good person for doing that? You're a bad person. But you're good because you've been good to the neighbors. But you see, you should be good to the parents first. So as a Muslim we say, being good to the creation is something good. However, you are missing the order. The order is the priority. Wait. The priority is what? Is the creator, the one who gives you life. Let me out. You said about, the brother mentioned about this universe coming out randomly. You said a Big Bang. A Big Bang is an action, it's not a doer. Action. Come on, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What's your name, Chris?
James.
James, yeah?
James.
Shamsi.
Yeah.
James, look, we have to use our intellect. We cannot just blind follow. Yeah. The Big Bang. This term is an action. Is an effect. Who caused the Big Bang? The question I will ask ourselves.
Do you believe, though, all I'm going to say is, do you think that everybody should be able to choose their belief? Though? Everybody.
No, wait. You skip the question. No, you skip the question. That's a different subject. I'm asking you. You mentioned that this universe came about by a Big Bang. Yeah? I'm saying that is an action. The action does not carry itself. The action needs a doer. So who's the doer of the action?
That's what. Say, I don't believe that.
Let me tell you logically speaking. Now, either the doer was completely nothing, or the doer who was a rock, or the doer who was an intelligent designer with knowledge, with a will, and with the power.
Just like the
how do we understand that? Yeah, see what I'm saying? Now, how can we know that? Because if I tell you my phone was made by someone who's completely paralyzed, would you accept that? No. I need ability. Okay, now my phone was made by someone who doesn't know how to make phone. No, you need knowledge. This is about simple thing. What about this universe? Look, the fact that we see the order in the universe, the fact we see order with our creation, like you have an eyebrow above your eyes. You know why?
Yeah.
Sweat. So it didn't come randomly. This indicate knowledge, indicate wisdom. The one who puts it here. Likewise, you have a nose next to your mouth.
2 minutes. Can I just ask you one simple question? Just yes or no?
I don't want to get back to this question.
Just yes or no, right?
I'm sorry, I was thinking something.
Do you think?
Have you not come to a common understanding?
Yeah,
because he's not making a point for like
No.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, and I totally respect that. That's the way you
understand,
think.
but does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you?
It does make sense.
So why you don't accept it then? It makes sense.
No, because I'm still allowed to believe the way that
Everybody
is entitled to the personal belief. Hold on. All I'm asking is, do you think that because I'm an atheist, I don't believe in any God, do you think that I'm a bad person?
No, James.
Just yes or no. Just yes or no.
You're better. Maybe you're good to the creation, but you are better to the creator.
Can I, James, can I ask you? This is
priority. Do you know what I mentioned about the neighbours?
Yeah.
Do you know about the neighbours, James? I mentioned?
Yeah, James. This is what I was going to get back to because I know that was the original question that you asked. Yeah, and what I was alluding to, and I hope I made myself clear. If we use our own criterion, right? How do we decide what is right or wrong? Because your question is very valid. So I'm saying, as the Creator created us, that's what we believe. So the Creator wants something from us. He wants us to worship Him, and He wants us to live our life in a particular way, in the best way. So it's not for me now to start interpreting what's right or wrong. If Allah wants mankind to worship Him, this is what He's asked us to do.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you believe that I'm wrong because I don't? Do you believe that I'm a
Okay.
bad person because I don't do that?
I believe.
Yes, logically speaking, even you believe that. Even you accept that.
He gave the example.
But surely everybody has a right. Everybody has a right to their own belief.
Nah, that's different.
We're not disputing
You
that.
can't in two cases.
You cannot.
James,
belief cannot be forced. It's something you feel.
Completely understand that.
I gave you the verse in the Quran where there's no compulsion in religion.
It makes it two cases.
But the right path is distinct from the wrong path. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying to you now, yeah, and Muslims, no Muslim should shove his religion down the throat. We're not shoving it down the throat. You've asked a question, and I'm saying to you, you're
in all fairness, though, you have just said that I'm a bad person because I don't believe in God.
No, James, listen. Asif. Let me explain something.
I understand what they're getting at. I don't need him, they're lazy. I understand what you're getting at.
Can I add something to this? Yeah? Can I add something to this, James? We also believe in, it's a part of it to believe in a paradise and a hellfire. Whether people believe it or not, we believe there's going to be a place of eternal bliss, and we also believe there's going to be a place of eternal punishment. We also believe that. And I, as a human being, whether it's accepted or not, and Muslim, we want the best for mankind. We want the best for mankind. What Allah does, Allah warns. Just like we would warn. You understand? As a parent, I'm a parent. If my children are doing something, I will warn them from the dangers. So you can leave here with your belief. It's not going to harm me. Rather, I believe it will harm you. I'm calling you to good. This is what I'm doing. I'm actually calling you to good. I'm not forcing it upon you. I'm not forcing it upon it. I also believe you will be questioned. You will be questioned about your belief. Do you understand? Because in the Quran, Allah makes things plain to us. And because part of our calling to people, we have to warn them. Allah says, I'll give you the Arabic and I'll give you the English. Allah says, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي خَيْرَ إِسْلَامَ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Allah said, إِنَّ الدِّينَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ Islam. Allah said, the first verse I just mentioned, I'll give you the Rosh translation. Allah says, whoever offers a religion other than, or a way of life, other than Islam on the day of resurrection, it will never be accepted from them, and they will be amongst the losers. And he says in the second one I said that verily the religion or the way of life with Allah is Islam. It's the religion of submission. So for me, it's no harm upon me. I'm doing a duty that's upon me. I'm calling you to good. Because if I believe I'm upon good, why should I not share it with you?
So
if you don't want to accept it, that's purely down to you.
Fair,
but you will be questioned.
Fair enough, but
yes.
So when Christians say about Jesus in the same way, both can't be right.
But now we are going to something different now.
So who's to say which one? So hold on. So who's to say which one's right? And
Well, you
which
don't have
one's
to
wrong?
establish as a creator. Before you move on.
But
Sham. Because
I
it's
already
not about
mentioned
just
this
talking
to
to
James.
I'm not having a go. I'm just asking the question. I'm just asking the question.
The point he's trying to make is you can't build a house without foundation.
Right, James.
So let's start with the foundation.
So James, you noticed that when we was over here,
he was dealing
you
with it.
asked me about Christian Jew, and I said there's no point in me going there with you. We can go in there because I can go into because we can go into factual evidences, like I said to you, that it's proven that the Jewish book and the Christian book are not the original book. We can go into
where's
that.
that proven?
But no, hold on a second.
Where's that proven?
But that wasn't the point I was making with you.
No, but I'm just saying, where's that proven?
It's